Hi everyone, it's Sarah, the owner and maker behind Multifarious Nature. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you are a new viewer, welcome, and if you're a returning viewer, you guys are awesome and I'm so glad that you're back. So, lots to talk about today. I wanted to start with reiterating as kind of like a shop update. Nick Graffiti, she is, I believe it's Leslie Ann Robinson's her name. She's actually running a brioche-a-long, which is super awesome. It's going, I don't know when, I can't remember when it's going to end, but I know it's currently going on, and I'm pretty sure you can join at any time. And I'll include a link to that below. She's on Instagram. I'm sure she's on other media areas or other social media outlets as well, but I'm going to include most likely to her Instagram or a Ravelry link so that you can join in if you'd like. And Multifarious Nature is actually a sponsor, so one of the prizes that we are offering is a full-size skein of yarn of your choice. So that's super exciting, and that will be a prize for her brioche-a-long. So jump over there if you would like to join. And first project I'm going to talk about is this one because I've worked on it like crazy. I love working with Plotulopi. It is an unspun Icelandic yarn. I talked about it last week, and you will see I have made quite the progress. I find it's really interesting once you get sleeves done on a sweater, you automatically just have really made progress. So I was not very far last week, so here we are now. This is the Wildflowers Path sweater by Melody Hoffman using Plotulopi. It's an unspun Icelandic yarn, and I believe the colorway is oatmeal. No, this is not oatmeal. Just kidding. What is this one called? You know, I can't remember. I'll try to list it below. I ordered this in like December, I think, you guys, so I finally am using it. I knew I wanted to make a sweater. I definitely knew I wanted to make something by Melanie Hoffman, so I was really excited to work on that. So I did change this pattern up a little bit, and by changing it up, I mean the directions. So I am working on the sleeves, and as you can see, this would be an extremely cropped top as is, and that's not where I'm leaving it. So the directions have you go top down, you know, doing the body end of things. This is a paid for pattern that I paid for, so I can't give you too much details, but it is a top down. And I decided, because every time I work with Plotulopi, it's absolutely wonderful, and there's an abundance of fiber. I end up with quite a bit of extra, and I just don't want to have it sitting around. I really would rather have it in the sweater, and I tend to like longer sweaters anyway. So the way I went about this is, as I was knitting top down, I kind of stopped midway here on this top, and I decided that I would just put those stitches on hold. So I do have my Chogu interchangeable. I have these little deals on here holding it so the stitches don't fly off, because that would be awful. So yeah, I just have the stitches on hold, and that is because I wanted to make sure I got the sleeves to the correct length, and then all the extra yarn could go towards the body of the sweater. This is my logic. So I actually, I think I was around here last week, so just finishing up, almost done with the repeat of the beautiful yoke pattern here, which is absolutely gorgeous. It's so pretty, very easy to memorize pattern, repeat, really pleasant to work on. So I'm highly recommending this so far. I haven't finished it, so I guess I can't fully recommend it yet, but I love it. So I have one full sleeve done, you guys. I did not do the full length. My arms must be stubbier than Melanie's. She must have longer longer wingspan than I do. So I did not, followed the directions completely for the length of the sleeve except for the cuff area here. So this is actually a little bit shorter, but I did do her bind off method, which is so cool. And I don't think I'm ruining it by saying this, because I think in the on Ravelry, under like the little tidbits of information, it tells you these skills you need to do it, or you need to want to learn them. And one of the skills is a tubular bind off, which I have never done before. And I know Melody Hoffman likes to use them, and I know Andrea Mowry really likes them. And I hadn't ever done it before, and I'm so loving it. It does take a little bit of time, but I usually like to do the super stretchy bind off, so that takes some time already, and I don't think it really takes that much more time to do the tubular bind off, and it looks really nice. That makes a super nice finish. So I definitely want to implement that on other pieces, and usually most patterns are flexible. You can do whatever type of bind off. I mean, even this sweater, Melody does say, if you don't want to do tubular bind off, by all means, just do a stretchy bind off. But I'm really glad that I learned how to do it. I just watched a tutorial, looked it up on YouTube, and it was really easy to follow, and just kept repeat watching it because it is a little confusing. I can understand why people say that. It is a little confusing, but once you start doing it, it's not that hard at all. And now I am working on the cuff of the other sleeve. So I'm almost done with my sleeves. I did this entire sleeve here, this one, this morning. I woke up pretty early. It just depends. Sometimes I do that. I know in the summer I get that way. I just really love watching the sunrise. I find it quite peaceful and relaxing. So, and I usually sit on our deck outside. I'm not doing that right now because it is freezing outside. It's in maybe the 20s today. That's in Fahrenheit. Yesterday it was 18 or 19 degrees Fahrenheit, so that was really nice and chilly. So great sweater weather. So I am just rocking away on this. I am holding the Plotulopi double, so it is definitely, like, I don't know if that's considered, I guess worsted weight. I guess it's considered worsted, but like really fluffy worsted. And I am just chugging along on this sweater. I'm so excited because I might be able to finish this and be able to wear it this year. I didn't, or not this year, but this season, because spring in Michigan can really drastically go up and down. I mean, I think it was a week ago or so that I told you guys it was like 60 degrees on Saturday. It was 60 degrees Fahrenheit, and yesterday it was 19. So major jumps in temperature. Granted that 60 degrees is very unseasonably warm for this time of year, but I could easily, if it's in the 50s, wear this sweater outside just without a coat and just be really comfortable. Plotulopi breathes nicely and it regulates really well. So yeah. If I finish this, I might actually be able to wear it. And the sleeve, I will definitely finish this today. I have that commitment made. I will do it. I'll finish this today. I just have about 2 more inches or so of this to knit. And then in the ribbing, and then the length will just be what the rest of my plate. This is my last plate of the 4 that I had purchased, so I am just plugging along on it. I really think I will be able to use basically all of this, which is my goal. I do want to use all of it. Really excited. Really, really loving this. It's so pretty. It's such a beautiful neutral. You can wear any type of jewelry with it. You could wear, tank tops under it, long sleeve shirts under it. It's just really versatile. I'm super excited to be adding this to my little handmade wardrobe that I have going on, and it's growing quite a bit this past year with all the knitting I've done, and I'm so grateful to have discovered this. I just absolutely love this hobby, and I love unspun yarn. It is so much fun. I don't know if I will ever dye unspun yarn. I just really enjoy the natural, especially the natural colors that are undyed. It's so pretty, so pretty. So plugging along on that, and I am using my project bag here from Star Knits. This was a gift that I had received this past Christmas. It's so cute. And I know it's kind of fall oriented. It really is, because you've got fall festival on here and leaves falling and all of that, but it also kind of gives me like spring summer vibes with the little trailer, like camper on here and everything. I don't know, it's so cute. I feel like you could just use this all year round. It's definitely more of a fall bag, but it's just so cute. I got that as a gift, and I love it. So that's what I'm doing, putting my sweater in here and working with. So that's the project I've been doing a lot on. A lot. And my next one that I've been working on quite a bit is the DRK Everyday Socks by Andrew Mowry, that I am doing the Spin It to Knit Along. So this is hand spun that I did, which is so much fun. I had not ever knit with my hand spun, so I'm loving this. This is my second skein that I have kicked up that I'm using, and it's so pretty. So I really love the variety of this is llama, by the way. It's like a llama blend. It's so soft. And you can see it's very neutral. You've got some greens in here and the browns, but love how this shows the difference of the color. There was a section of it and it was definitely more of the browns. So you have a little bit of the green in this part, but a lot of that beautiful red-brown color, which, oh, so pretty. And here it is knitting up. Nice neutral sock. I tried on my other one that looked a little long, and it is a little long, so I might make this one just a little bit shorter by like a eighth of an inch to a quarter of an inch. So they're really close to fitting perfectly, but you know, it's a learning curve, and I'm sure they'll loosen as I wear them too. So I do like to make socks a little bit snugger because they do loosen as you wear them. I have my vestigial socks on. So those are the ones I showed you that I finished last weekend, and they are in my Multifarious Nature Nostalgia colorway. Absolutely love that colorway, and they are so comfortable. It is my merino nylon base, 75-25, and the Nostalgia colorway, and I knit them up with the vestigial pattern, which I believe is a free pattern. Very comfortable. Fits amazing. Hugs your foot really well, and it is so comfortable, so comfortable. So I definitely want to make more of that pattern. I always kind of judge it based on, you know, how it fits, how it hugs my heel. And these hug my heel so well. The sock isn't shifting all over the place. It's not like flipping over my foot, which that's kind of also how I judge a sock, how it fits me. And these just are fitting amazing. It's not shifting all over, so I love this pattern. I definitely will do them again. And yeah, that was a lot of fun to knit. And so I highly recommend the vestigial pattern. Highly, after wearing them and using and actually knitting that pattern. But anyway, I have not finished my DRK Everyday Socks. I think this is going to be another pattern I will quite enjoy wearing because of this ribbing. You can see this amazing stretch. I think this is going to hug really well. When I tried on my first sock I finished, it fit so good. So just knitting, plugging away at this. I did this primarily on my lunches this past week, so I've made some decent headway on it. And again, this is what it looks like when it's finished. The other sock is going to look a little different because of just the way that the colors are going to show up, but a nice neutral, super nice stretch, but still fitted, so it's going to be nice and fitted. I'm excited because I think this is going to be an amazing pattern for gift knitting because I think it will fit everyone's foot a lot better. It has this great stretch this way, so depending on the width of your foot, obviously you will have to adjust stitch counts based on that, but she has a wide variety of sizing for that sock pattern. So I think this is going to be an excellent gift knitting pattern. These are not going to be gift knit socks, though. These are for me. I do want to make some socks as gifts, though, but this one definitely will be for me. It's my first hand spun and has been quite the learning curve to do, so I do kind of want to just treat myself that my first pair will be out of hand spun that is for me. So getting there. I just hit the like gusset area, I guess it's considered gusset. Yeah, it's like the heel gusset. So I just hit that, and so I'm starting to do the increase or whatever you want to call for that. This is a pay for pattern. I did pay for it, so I don't want to share too much, but I did just hit that, so that's awesome. So once I get that done, you know, then you're just plugging away, and once you finish the heel, I mean, this is like all you have to do then after that. So it's going really fast. It's really going fast. I'd say this is probably borderline. It's like heavy fingering. It's definitely varied in width. I have some thinner bits, some thicker bits. This is totally learning curve. So it's just been so much fun to work on, and I love it. So really excited to finish that because I have some ideas of projects I want to start working on. Now the summer's coming, you know, spring and summer. Some ideas, even though I'm working on sweaters still, because like I said, it's cold here, so sweaters are needed. So the last project that I've been working on, and just a tiny bit worked on, just a tiny bit, while we were in the car. It's really easy to work on. So I did a little bit on my slouchy brioche socks. Such a fun pattern. It really is. I feel like brioche is fun, but I kind of add my wanting and longing to do brioche kind of comes and goes. It really does. Those that do brioche all the time, that's very impressive because it is quite a process and very slow progress. For at least for me, I get slow progress. So this is, I'm pretty sure I only did like half an inch on this progress. I'm getting there, you guys. I am very slowly but surely getting there. This is the finished one that I did, and then that's where I'm at. So I'm getting there. I'm about half an inch to almost an inch, like 3/4 of an inch, I'd say, to do. And then I will be on the heel, and the rest of the sock goes pretty fast. I feel like it goes actually extremely fast because the brioche is quite slow. So once you get to this portion, it flies right off. And I'm excited to try these two because I think I'm going to like it a lot, actually, because it has, again, this nice fitted heel, which that's something that I really like. I've tried, I'm trying to think of the name of the heel, but it's where you're doing short rows and everything, and it does not hug my foot. It stretches out quite a bit, and they tend to slide all over the place. I don't know, I don't think it's considered a fish lip kiss heel. I don't think I've done that one yet, but if I can remember to put it in the comments below, I will. But this style where you have an actual heel flap and gusset, that it just fits my foot so much better. I have a bit of an arch, so maybe that's why. I know everybody's foot's different, so if you have a pretty high arch and step in your foot, you might like this type of patterning better than others. So I'm excited to test these out. It has this super fun, you know, squishy brioche tall socks. So I think I can wear these with my skates, which will be nice because it's that time of year coming up. Not quite yet because we have snow outside. Woke up to snow coming down again this morning. But when it gets warm enough, like when it hits the 60s again, I want to break out my skates. I want to start skating again. It's a great exercise. It's a lot of fun. And then I can test out all of these taller socks because I think these will be really good for skates. They have some nice padding to them without being overly bulky. Really excited. So I'm getting there on this. I'm really excited because once I get to the foot part, I feel like I'm just going to fly away on this and then I'll be done with it. And that'll be so much fun because this is the super fun color. So this is Scarecrow. This is a colorway by Multifarious Nature. And it's super fun, variegated. Lots and lots of different colors in here. And so much fun to make. It's a one-of-a-kind colorway. So, one-of-a-kind, or I guess a limited edition, because I just made a small batch of them. And once those are gone, they're gone. So if you guys do want to get your hands on this colorway, Scarecrow, you do want to hop on over to the shop. I'll include, of course, the link below. And yeah, you can grab yourself some Scarecrow. And here it is on a sock here. That's the brioche section. And then here it is on the stockinette area. To kind of remember, this is small circumference. So It will be a little more spread out if it's like a shirt, but super fun. I think this would be a really fun summer top using this color. If you do want to make a summer top, I do recommend hopping over soon then, because I don't have a lot in each base. So if you do want to make a little summer top, you're going to want to hop over. But I think this would make a super cute little, either short sleeve sweater or like a tank top, or even like a bralette. I think this would be really cute as a little bralette, like some fun summer top. I think that would be super cute. So this is a really versatile colorway. I feel like it kind of covers every season. It's spring, it's summer, and it has a little bit of that fall feel to it as well. So I feel like it just can be worn all year round. All colors can be worn all year round, right? But like there's certain colors that kind of gravitate more towards fall and summer, and this, I feel like it just covers every season. It really does. So this is Scarecrow again, this colorway. And this is the Slouchy Brioche Socks by Kari Sinks is the designer. And it's a real fun pattern, and it's free, so yeah. Everybody loves free patterns, right? It's awesome. So that's pretty much what I've been working on. And yeah, like I said, I'm bizarrely loving working on sweaters in the spring. It's not even spring yet, right? Mid-March, I think, is when spring hits. March 20th, I think, is technically spring. The beginning of spring season, but I can't help myself. Once I start, I go through phases, but I really do like working with Plotulopi. I think part of it too is going, when you work on sweaters, it can take a while. It can take a while to make a sweater. But when you work with Plotulopi, it goes pretty fast. It really does. It's super, super fast. So I'm just loving it. So I'd love to hear what you guys are up to, what you're working on, what's happening in your area weather-wise, and hopefully it's getting sunny by you guys. It's sunny here today. It was snowing this morning and it was creepy this morning, but then the clouds parted and it is sunny and just lightly cloudy. I mean, the clouds are so small that it will not block the sun. It just is beautiful out right now. Chilly, but beautiful. So we're gonna take the dogs on a hike later, which I'm really looking forward to that. And I need to go to the food store still, so the usual weekly grocery shopping. We usually go weekly. That's kind of our thing. And yeah, just enjoy it. Trying to be more active. That was my goal. I did tell you guys I wanted to be more active, and I am trying to be. So weekly, I've been doing some exercising and taking the dogs on walks, and hopefully when it gets warmer, then we can start going on our walks or bike rides, and like I said, roller skates. Really excited to get back into that, and feeling good. There are days and weeks where my emotions kind of go up and down a little bit. But I am starting to kind of get into the rhythm of things, and today is a good day. I guess I should say that. There's like some days that are a little harder than others, but today is good, and I feel really good. The sun helps. The sun helps so much. One of the things that I, and many people probably in Michigan, suffer with is vitamin D deficiency. So I have to take vitamin D daily, especially in the winter. I do it all year round, but especially in the winter, my body needs it because I will feel it. I really will. That like seasonal defective, I think it's seasonal, I don't know, I call it the winter blues, but like in the winter, you can just feel kind of low, and I definitely feel that during the winter. It's rough. So I'm so grateful. We sprung our clocks forward an hour. So that's awesome. Our days now will feel longer because the sun will be out later, which is wonderful. I've already noticed that when I come home from work, it's still sunny out, which is awesome. So this time of year I love spring, I love summer. I do quite enjoy fall. Winter has its moments. I like being cozy. I like sweater weather and that, but the darkness of winter can be rough, and I definitely feel it. So excited, very excited. So one of the projects that I'm going to be working on coming up, I just kind of want to share this with you guys. If you're still with me, you're awesome. I'm so glad you are. But I am going to be working. Hold on, let me grab. I just fling myself across the room here. Okay, I have another bolt up there somewhere, but okay, so I got this, oh gosh, a little while ago from Baker's Studio Loft. They are they sell looms, spinning equipment, fiber. That's where I actually got that llama that I was spinning up. They have a seller that a vendor that they, I think, either purchase it from to sell it, or they sell it and then pay them back. I don't know how it works, but this is where I got that. They have once in a while they open up a barn that they have across the parking lot, and it is a bunch of yarn and a bunch of yarn that they purchased for, I don't know, a deal and a half. And it's from a mill that I think went out of business, or the mill is still running, the yarn store went out of business. Not quite clear on it. Not quite clear. But I got a bunch of this, and I've got this beautiful, beautiful color, purple. And then I have a really beautiful, like, raspberry color. And I am going to hold those, excuse me, I think I'm only going to hold them double. I don't think I'm going to hold them 3. Because it's actually a lot like, it's odd. It's spun, but it's very similar to Plotulopi, where it's very delicate when it's not knitted up, but once it's knitted, it shows strength. I did a little sample for myself. I knit up just about 1 inch and ribbing, and then kind of pulled on it and stuff to see how it would work, and it's strong. It's actually very impressively strong, because I want to make a bralette with it. It is, I mean, I have plenty to make a bunch more with. I have an insane amount of this. But it is, I think it's viscose. I'm not exactly sure what all the properties are in this. I don't know. But it is a very soft blend. I think it might have some wool in it, but just a little bit. It's super, super soft and lightweight. So I was thinking I can take that, definitely lace weight on its own. So holding it double should get it to fingering weight, like a light fingering possibly. And then if I do 3, it might be a heavier fingering weight. But I want to do Jessie made design. I've not done any of her patterns yet, and I wanted to make one of her bralettes. So I did purchase one of her bralette patterns, and that is my goal, to make one of those that I can just wear. I love bralettes, so yeah. So I'm really excited to try that out. That's going to be one of my next works, and among other things that I'm working on. Definitely getting it more into spinning. Loving it. It's so rhythmic and relaxing. I mean, I love knitting, but it's a different process, and it just feels so good. And I think there's something amazing, again, about taking this, either the raw fiber or just the fiber that's been processed, like cleaned, and then, spinning it and turning it from that into yarn. And then, I don't know, it's just wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. So if you have even wondered about spinning, I I know it's quite the investment to get a spinning wheel. It was quite the investment. They're very expensive. But I do think that it would be worth trying a drop spindle. That's very easy to get. Either you can get them used, or definitely you can buy them for a reasonable price. I mean, there are very expensive ones, and there's also very easy to access ones. And I definitely recommend trying it. If you guys have never done spinning and you're curious about it, you should give it a shot. You should just give it a shot. I'm a terrible influence between knitting, now spinning, and I just want to do all the things. I love making. I really do. I just love making. So, in case anyone's wondering, this is the Forester. I think it's the Forester. Forager. I have too many sweaters with very similar names. This is another Melanie Hoffman design. I believe it's called the Forager. It's a wonderful raglan. I love this pattern. I will definitely make it again. It was wonderful to make. And then I used shepherd's wool, which is from a mill here in Michigan. And it's wonderful. This is, I think it's called Hot Cocoa is the colorway. Super, super soft. It is a merino. It's 100% merino. Yeah, 100% merino. One downside is it's because it's so soft, it does pill. I do have some pilling going on. Yeah, so there's some pilling, a little bit, but it is one of the most comfortable sweaters that I've made. I've made quite a few now, and if you are sensitive to itch factor, I love Plotulopi. But if you want something that's next to skin soft, I don't know. It totally depends on the person. I actually can wear this next to skin and it does not irritate me unless I get hot. If I start getting hot, and sorry if it's TMI, but if I like sweat at all, I might get itchy around my arm area here, and that sometimes happens if I get hot. But the way to counteract that is wearing either like a short sleeve shirt underneath it, which I've done, and that definitely helped, or like a long sleeve, so that way there's cotton or something between your arm, like your skin and the wool. So that's a way to wear that. If you really want to wear and make something out of Plotulopi, but you're a little sensitive, that might be a way to help with that. But if you are just really afraid of that, I highly recommend, this is merino, and merino is definitely one of the more luxurious, soft wools out there, and they do a beautiful job with their, this is the first time I've ever purchased shepherd's wool. I will definitely, and I just didn't purchase it actually, it was a gift. This was my birthday gift last year from my family, and I then made this beautiful sweater out of it. So I love this wool, very, very, very soft. I could definitely wear this next to skin. I do have a tank top underneath it, but it does not itch at all, even if I get hot in it, which I don't. It's a nice regulating sweater again. I've worn it like all temperatures. So, highly recommend shepherd's wool if you're looking for a wonderful sweater wool. Pretty affordable as well, which is awesome. So, yeah, definitely recommend it. So yeah, I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you're having or had a good week, and I hope you have a good week coming up, and I look forward to catching up with you soon. Please do leave comments below. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear what you're up to. Really make my day when you comment. So I appreciate all of you, and thank you so much for joining me. And until next time, I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.